We've all heard by now that everyone's going to get a $1,200 check from the IRS. They're going to get it either electronically or in paper. And actually, the check started going out this past Friday. The IRS is actually going to be sending out about 5 million checks a week. And there are some folks that means they won't see a check until September.
Okay.
However,
check the mailbox or your bank account.
However, I am going to borrow the words of legendary college football coach and commentator Lee Corso. Not so fast.
Okay.
Not everyone is going to get a check, and most people won't see them right away.
This is Laura Kemp, Coldwell Banker Gundaker, and I had a great opportunity through my BNI Success Express group to meet Don Ascare with PBJM HR consultants. And with today's market, so many clients that are going through unemployment, reduced hours, furloughed, I really wanted to be able to talk to someone about the options for employees and small business owners. So Don, what's a quick intro about you?
Okay, well, first of all, thanks for inviting me to share information regarding it. And today I just want to kind of talk about what the federal government and what the state of Missouri's response has been and the available resources to folks who have been laid off or displaced or furloughed because of the COVID-19 pandemic. How checks are going to be determined. So the stimulus checks are based on your adjusted gross income, AGI, from your 2019 tax returns. So individuals with an AGI of $75,000 or less will receive that one-time payment of up to $1,200 or $2,400 for joint tax return filers, plus $500 for each qualifying child. And hold the thought on the qualifying child, because we'll get to that in a second. Always a caveat with the government. Payments will be on a decreasing sliding scale for Americans with adjusted gross income of $75,000 or more.
Okay.
And for people with joint returns of $150K or more. Payments completely phase out for single filers exceeding that adjusted gross income of $99,000 in 2019, $136,000 for head of household with one child, and $198,000 for joint filers with no children. So once again, a little more information. Other folks who won't be receiving checks. This is where the qualified child comes in. Students age 17 or older if their parents claim them as a dependent in 2019. So if you're a college student, mom and dad are paying the bill, and you're under 25, 26, and on mom and dad's tax return, you will not be receiving a check. Unemployed high wage earners. So those folks, key phrase there, unemployed high wage earners. Someone who earned greater than the $99,000 in 2019, who's currently unemployed, will not be eligible for a stimulus check this year.
Okay.
Ouch. Ouch.
What about the worker that hasn't applied for or turned in their taxes for 2019?
That is going to be delayed as well. So
Okay.
the government is going to be looking for that information. So they'll be delayed. And then lastly, believe it or not, there are about 10 million Americans who earn about $12,000 a year or less. And if you're one of those 10 million Americans who doesn't necessarily need to file a tax return and haven't filed a tax return in 2 years, you're not going to get a check either.
Okay.
And then if you're thinking, oh, well, we just had a baby, we've got an extra $500 coming. Once again, not so fast. That'll be next year.
Okay.
The second key piece of the CARES Act is really the federal pandemic unemployment compensation piece, FPUC.
Okay.
So here in Missouri, the Missouri Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, I just like to call them the DOL, and the Division of Employment Security, I like to call it unemployment, are the two state agencies that are actually going to administer these funds for the federal government. So the stimulus check is a great piece. You've got to dig into the details. And it's going to be not tomorrow, probably more likely over the next couple of months. And if you have any questions, the best way to reach me is via email.
Okay.
Get out of it. You can reach me at don.pbjm@gmail.com.
Well, that sounds great. Don, thank you so much for your time today. I think you gave us some great information. I know I learned a lot, but thank you so much this morning.
Anytime, Laura. Once again, greatly appreciate you offering to have me come on.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye-bye.